Okay, in a previous video I mentioned that it is rare that you'll use arrays without loops. So I want to show you a basic scheme here to initialize some values into an array. So I'm going to declare this scores array, and I'm just going to allocate space for, 10 scores, right? And better yet, I'm going to actually make that a constant, max scores, and I'm going to declare that up above it, final int max scores equals 10, and now I want to fill it by asking the user to enter scores. So what could I do? I could use a loop, right? Loops and arrays go hand in hand. So I could say for int I equals 0, again, because all arrays start numbering at 0, I is less than, right, max scores, because think about it. If I allocate 10 spaces, it goes from 0 to 9. So I want to make sure I'm less than max scores. I'm less than 10, which would be 9. And then we'll increment by 1, right, each time. And I could say, please enter score number, right? And then people don't think of elements that they're storing as 0 through 9. They think of it as 1 through 10, right? They say, what's the first score? What's the second score? People don't think in the 0th score. So I'm going to say, please enter score number, right? And then I'm going to put plus I plus 1, right? And I plus 1, so I'll start at 0, but it'll print 1 out, right, etc. Okay, now I need to actually read a value in. So remember, to read a value in, I need to import java.util.scanner, and I need to declare my scanner in, I'll call it, equals new scanner, and we're reading from the console. Okay, and again, I just use in because it's nice and short. And then after we ask them to enter it, we're going to read it directly into the array. So the array name is scores. And I'm going to do bracket I, right? So the first time through the loop, it'll be scores sub 0, and then 1, and then 2, right? Equals in.next int, because we're reading an integer from the console. And then before my main closes, I'm just going to close the stream. Okay, so let's run this code and see what happens, right? So if I run this code, it says, please enter score 1, and I type a number, and then 2, and you get it, right? It's going to ask me to type these integers in, and then I'm done, and my program ends, right? And now I would have an array called scores filled in with the data that the user typed in.